Hi, my name's Megan McCullough, and I'm a GIRS fellow as well as an International Policy and Development master's student here at MIS. So this weekend I had an opportunity to present my paper at the 6th annual Kristeva Circle Conference at California State University, Northridge. I presented a paper in which I titled Absence of the Mother, Maternal Abandonment, Abjection, and Identity in Muratova's Ofeliia. And basically what I argue is that Ofeliia, which is actually a short film which is part of a larger work entitled Three Stories, which Muratova produced in 1997, that really it's a cinematic text resulting from and responding to the collapse of the Soviet Union, and more specifically that the collapse of borders and limits, both physically in terms of the collapse of the country and psychologically. A lot of Soviet psychoanalysts and psychologists have really looked at that immediate post-Soviet period as being one in which feelings of abandonment, shock, disillusionment were very pervasive within the culture. That really led to something that's like ripe for the rise of what Kristeva calls abjection. So in my paper, I argue that not only is the maternal abandonment experienced by the main character, Ofa, a plot line in the story, and we actually see this in the late 90s and the early 2000s. There are several films, such as I can think of Italianets off the top of my head, as well as just the rise in abandonment of children, and of course we all know about Putin's Materinski Kapital because of lagging birth rates. That this is a real concrete sociological issue, but also that it can be seen as a metaphor of a people abandoned by its country. So in the film, I really tie Ofa, that's our main character's maternal abandonment that she experiences, to a search for a national identity due to the maternal abandonment of the Soviet people. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity that GRS allowed me as a full-time student to be able to go down and present my work on Muratova amongst professionals, professors of philosophy, and as well as psychoanalysts at the Kristeva Circle Conference. I think it's really important to note that Muratova's work, although well known within the Russian-speaking world, because it hasn't been translated and subtitled, really isn't known amongst the English-speaking world, and was really great to be able to have the opportunity to go down and share her work with people who wouldn't otherwise be exposed to it. In addition, I was really able to learn more about Kristeva's work in terms of identity, national identity, and the other, specifically her works on nations without nationalism and strangers amongst ourselves. And that's going to be really helpful to me as I continue to work within questions of national identity and otherness within Russia.